welcome to Novels and Tomes. My name's Denise and let's talk books. So today it's a very dreary morning and I've got a late start. I got my cup of coffee. I'm hoping it'll help me perk up. But you know what? I'm still in my jammies. I wear sweaters to bed. I'm cold, super cold all the time. So it's going to be super laid back today. We're going to be talking about my October wrap up and NaNoWriMo because it's the season. Is it just me or is it like really awkward to watch people drink on camera? It's like really awkward. I'm going to put this over here. I'll just sip on that throughout the episode. Is this an episode? Whatever. To start, let's talk about what I read in October because I got a lot of reading done, you guys. I'm pretty proud of myself. First up, I've got Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I'm giving this a 5 out of 5 stars because I cried. I love books that can make me cry because I don't usually cry unless it's very emotional and like tugs at the heartstrings really tight. This one was just so simple and raw, I think, for the feeling of loss, just coming to terms with that and coming to terms with how you deal with it, how you cope, and how you really feel when you're losing someone you care about. It was a really good book. I recommend this for young readers too. Like I said, I think when I first started reading it, it was geared towards the younger audiences. That's not to say you can't gain anything from reading a younger audience book, but I think for younger readers, this is a really good one to read and just understand how to deal with your feelings and cope and really understand them and not let them become your monsters. Also, fun fact, I didn't return my library books on time because I'm a horrible person. I tried renewing them and then I learned that this one is on hold for someone and I'm like, but I know the librarians, they check books and like take stuff out and make sure it's nice and ready for the next person, but I made a little note, a little sticky note, and I kind of put it in a little end so maybe they won't see it, so the next person will. And it's just saying sorry I kept the book for a little longer and I hope they enjoy it because I did. I hope it's a little something that'll brighten their day. I don't know. Next up, I already returned the book to the library, so This Is Not a Test by Courtney Summers. I did draw this, my beautiful rendition of the cover. You're welcome. I'm gonna put that right there. You guys can't really see it, but whatever. It's not that great. I tried. Surprisingly enough, I gave this 2 out of 5 stars because I really did not like the main character, Sloane. I couldn't get into it. I was constantly yelling at her throughout the book, just thinking like, okay, you're very contradictive to yourself about not wanting to endanger others, and yet you constantly wish for everyone to die. Indirectly, I mean, you're wishing for your own death in ways that would cause everyone else to die because it's a zombie apocalypse, okay? I was also disappointed that there wasn't as many zombies as I would have liked in this book. Not enough zombies. I mean, I get it, they're high school teenagers stuck in a school, but can we not deal with the high school drama? There's zombies outside. Literally zombies who are going to eat your face. Can we move on from the subplot crap, please? I honestly do not know how to say one of the main characters' names. It was C-A-R-Y. So either Kari or Carrie. I think I went with Carrie throughout the book. The only zombies you get are at the end when they're like chasing across town to see if Sloane's father, who she doesn't even like, and her sister, who abandoned her and then came back, maybe, has a text from her father who she does not like, does not trust. She goes to see, and I feel like the whole book concept was based upon this idea of an abusive father being eaten alive by one of his abused children. Spoilers! That's how the book ends. On top of that, he wasn't even like completely eaten like he probably should have been, since it had been at least a week or two with zombie sister. I forgot her name. Lily, I think, ate out his stomach or something. He was still like writhing on the floor. I don't think zombies portion their meals. He should have been gone because the virus or disease, they don't specify in this book how or what caused the zombie virus. It wasn't about that at all, which is again disappointing. I wanted more zombies. I just wanted more zombies in my zombie book. Is that too much to ask? Apparently so. It was improbable to me, this whole scenario. I kind of wanted Sloane to die. I know there's a sequel novella, I think, from Reese's point of view. I don't think she dies in that one, so I'm not gonna read it. I felt like Sloane didn't learn anything throughout the book. I like to imagine that she did, but through the writing, you don't get the sense that she learned anything. She didn't really grow as a character, in my opinion, and that was just a letdown. And she she probably should have died because she's not very smart for surviving in a zombie apocalypse. So that was also disappointing. Moving on. The next book I'm going to talk about is Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. I read this all in one sitting. Like, this is the first time I've ever done that with a book, save for like the super small like Ginny B. Jones books. You don't count those. I really liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was just a heartwarming story. I will say I didn't care much for Stargirl. She seemed like a character that would not exist. Just like the manic pixie dream girl kind of thing. Like, too good to be true, and I'm pretty sure she is. I know Jerry says that he based the Stargirl off of his wife, and all the props to her if she's actually like this, but I just find it highly improbable and ridiculous to believe. Also, just remembered the rage that came with this book. I got a bone to pick with you, Leo. There was one thing in this book that I really, really liked, and it was, she has like a wagon. Wow, my accent just came out there. A wagon. She's a wagon full of like pebbles, I think 20 pebbles or rocks or something that I like to imagine they're like the Mancala pieces that you put in that Mancala board, like those little gemstone pieces. I like to imagine she was using those, but I'm sure she wasn't. I think they were like stones she picked up on the driveway. I don't know. She has 20 of them, and if she's happy, she puts stones in the wagon, and when she's not, she takes them out. The important part is she told Leo how many she got really high, and it was because of him. And then she told him the lowest she'd ever gotten, which was some arbitrary number, I don't remember. And then later in the story, she changes for Leo because Leo made her feel special. Poor Stargirl. I do feel for her. Poor gal. But then he's trying to make her into something she's absolutely not in the slightest. Changes herself to find the norm, and the norm just still doesn't, they don't like her. But the thing is, Leo, you knew her lowest point and you made her drop lower than that, and you had no comment to make about it. None whatsoever. I don't know if that's Jerry I should be angry about because he did not write Leo to have any thought about it, but I guess I can just be mad at the character because I can't comment on author intent. So Leo's just a fucking asshole for not giving a shit about making his girlfriend that supposedly he loves feel like the worst she's ever been in her life. So fuck you, Leo. It was a pretty good book. I enjoyed it. But fuck you, Leo. Next book, The Beast is an Animal by Peter and Ellie Van Arsdale. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. This book is not a Beauty and the Beast retelling like I thought it was. So I'm a little disappointed. I was really expecting that, like, halfway through, I'm like, where's the Beast? Well, you find the Beast, not about him. Not in the way it would be for a Beauty and the Beast retelling, like you would think. I actually went on Goodreads and looked it up. I'm like, I can't be the only one who misread this as like a Beauty and the Beast retelling because, whoa, my goodness. Wishful thinking going on here. I wasn't, thank goodness. I'm not crazy. I wasn't imagining it. It wasn't just me. It was an okay book. It was a very slow read, but I really did not like the ending. The ending was atrocious. She was not changed at all. All the troubles that she went through and all the difficulties she was facing or trying to repress and ignore or try to deal with, they just disappear. Literally everything that was troubling her throughout the book just disappears instantly. The climax, the main character didn't do anything. She was just there. Watch as 2 other sisters attacked each other and then they like fell into etherealness. I don't know. It was weird. This book was okay. I liked the setting. The setting was really cool. I enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy anything else. It was kind of a bummer, but I gave it a higher rating, so there were some things that I liked that I do not remember anymore. Oops. The last book I have that was actually on my TBR pile is A Midsummer's Night's Scream by R.L. Stine. I have not finished this yet. I'm about a little less than halfway through. Can you tell? I'm a little magnetic. It's a little cupcake. How cute! So far, this book is really boring. Nothing's happening. I almost don't want to finish it. I know I can. Super easy read. Super easy. I just don't find myself caring about these characters because they suck. They're just vapid. They're vapid characters. And I don't care what happens to them. They can get sliced in half by a swinging sword hanging overhead in the mansion. I'm cool with it. Is that dark? Who knows? I don't. Next up, I'm going to talk about is NaNoWriMo. Because November is National Novel Writing Month, and hell yeah, I want to write a novel. Have I ever? No, but I would like to. So this year, I am actually writing my novel by longhand. I've got this cute little journal. Look at it, it's so cute. It says, dream big, and I'm right. I've got notes. I'm that far. Awesome. I have an obsession buying cute notebooks and regular notebooks, just all the notebooks and all the G2 Pilot pens because they're my favorite. This is the only thing I'll ever write with. Get yourself some G2 Pilot pens. They're amazing. The working title is called Bramblewood, and as I've mentioned before, it's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast mixed with the Swan Lake. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not going to say much about it because I don't want to get in too much detail because I might actually, you know, want to publish it one day. If not, then I'll post it to like Wattpad or something. I don't know. Who knows? I don't. I want to show you the workbook that I worked on. The workbook I worked on. Words. For Bramblewood, and I got this from Natalia Lee. I love this workbook. I think it would have been a little more effective for me if I had started with this workbook from scratch. If I didn't already have an idea percolate in the back of my mind. This is what it looks like. I've got a lot of blank space. I didn't really fill in that much. I like to write by hand, but for like character sheets and things that are constantly evolving, I feel if I write them by hand, I just run out of room and it's so disorganized and I just, oh, I hate it. I hate it. Do you guys hate it too? I hate it so much. Which is why I use a disc-bound notebook because you can't have the pages out of order. You need to have them in order and it would be so much easier to organize them when you can move them in and out and all around. Last night I went to my first NaNoWriMo group write-in. It was at our local Barnes & Noble and I posted a picture of my notebook and my Starbucks drink, which was a Snickerdoodle hot cocoa. Super good. Super good. And I got a lot of writing done. I think I got about 1,000 words done in that session. I didn't quite meet a total word count for the day. Since I'm writing by longhand, I don't actually count every single word I write. I know. Because H-E double sippy straws to the no. Not gonna happen. I did count all the words for like the very first 4 pages though. Added all of them up, divided by 4, got the average. And it was about 244, if I recall correctly. So I just rounded that down a little bit to 240. Just because sometimes you get a little higher numbers per page and a little lower depending on how many scribbles you have in there. Sometimes you got a lot, sometimes you got like nothing and it's great. So 240 a page, that's what I'm working with. And then after that, every page I finish, I add 240 to my total word count. And of course, I hear you asking, Denise, how are we gonna verify your novel if you don't have words to put in the verification for Nano? I got you covered. I got you covered. You go to the Lorem Ipsum site. I'll link that down below. Type in how many words you want, 50,000, 20,000, whatever you got. It's gonna conjure up some garbly-gook. You copy paste that into the verification. Boom, boom, you're done. That's all you gotta do. I mean, you can easily cheat this way, but why cheat yourself? Why you gotta be like that? Don't be like that. Back to the NaNoWriMo. Met up with 3 of our writers, my writerly friends. One had to go midway and then another one came in, so it was like always 3, and then our municipal liaison, our ML, our ML was there, and she's super sweet, super nice, and my writerly friends are also all awesome. I love them. Our ML had like a giveaway prize. And since it was just 3 people, the odds forever being in your favor, and they were in my favor because I won. And let me show you what I won. I won this mug. Oh my god. Isn't it cute, you guys? And it's got a little owl with a Santa hat, and they're all just... I love it. I love it so much. Size comparison. Look at that. Look at that. This thing is a hunger. We got a whole can of soup in here. Chicken and stars. I also won this part. And then I've got like a million lovely teas. They look like fancy tea. I don't drink tea. Because I'm always a hit and miss. I don't know how to make tea. It's just like, I know it's hot water and like leaves. If people like put lemon in it or like honey and milk, I'm like, what are you doing? How? Why? What are the portions? What are the ratios? I don't understand it. I may be overthinking this, but you know, that's me. But look at this. Ah, they're like Bachelor teas, and I got Darjeeling, I think it's called. Can you even see my face? Darjeeling. And then we got this Ceylon, awesome. English breakfast, and I've got an Earl Grey in here too. And then I've got these teas that are like throat coats. I got 2 of them for like if I ever get sick. These can help me out and like ease the throats, even though, you know, thank goodness writing is just, you know, handwriting and not something I have to do via voice, because that would be awful. Straight up tragic. And then I've got like a whole bunch of these little drink mixes, because I hate the taste of water. It's super gross and so plain, and I hate it. So I'm hoping these will make it a little better, and I will drink a little more water and keep myself hydrated throughout the month. We'll see how that goes, but you know, fruit punch, so much better. So I think that's all I got for you guys today. I know it was a little rambly and just a crazy train wreck. This is gonna be a long one, which is probably a good thing because I realized how much I actually edit out of my videos and they've been really short. That's a learning process, you guys. You learn things as you do them. Same with writing. So, you know, keep up at it. Don't edit yourself as you go unless you're me and you're like, you spelled that word wrong. But I'm happy you've stuck with it. If not, I don't blame you. I'd abandon ship. Anyway, hot mess, hot mess. I hope you have a good one. I hope you have a good nano. And as always, stay reading, BookTube.